Hey guys, welcome back to BigK Crypto. So yep, this is the second video of the day. I've been busy by the looks of it. So this video is, just as I said from my weekly roundup video, is just to go into Ethereum Gold in more detail to just kind of say, you know, what's up, what's going on with it, and what are my strategies moving forward, as well as how my progress is going, right? So I just wanted to do a video that's dedicated just to Ethereum Gold. Now, as usual, guys, read this disclaimer, understand it. I am not taking you hostage to get into this, okay? Any decisions you make when it comes to anything crypto and anything that I put on my videos is down to your own decision only and of your own responsibility. Basically, not financial advice. So, with that out of the way, Ethereum Gold. So, as we can see, we are now under the 12,000 mark, okay, in terms of Ethereum in the contract. And if you watched my weekly roundup video, which was supposed to be aired on Sunday, I uploaded it on Monday just because I was so busy. I said to you guys to not panic, and that sentiment stays true. In fact, that's why I'm probably going to name this video Ethereum Gold doing even better than expected. Okay, so this thing is beating all expectations that I had out of the water. Now, I already knew about this contract since last year because I was in it. Okay, well, Gandhiji, the other face, and I knew my way around the DAPPs here and there. But of course, I'm a lot more wiser now. Okay, especially the fact that I should never have left. But you know what? Like we keep saying, we never look back. We always look forward. So, you know, we were hitting almost 18,000, I believe. We were going up. We were pumping, riding that massive Oracle tsunami. Okay, and everybody was loving it. And then we had a whale, okay, or whale and a half, whatever happened. A lot of ETH came out of this contract. And a lot of people were panicking. A lot of people were thinking, you know, and I think it was also a lot of people that had probably just gone in. And I can understand that. I can understand people, you know, just getting into this and expecting it to just keep pumping and then for it to do a U-turn. Now, at some point, guys, it was going to do a U-turn. You've got to understand that this is what this contract is meant to do. I've said it, so many other YouTubers have said it, including, you know, Oracle and everybody else. This contract's primary function, I'll say it again, is to distribute 10% in and 10% out whenever people buy and sell their tokens. How do you gain from this contract? By staying in and collecting dividends. Now, even though I've said it countless amount of times, probably in almost every single video, this is not a short-term investment. This isn't for you to buy cheap, try and get the peak of the pump and sell and get your money. You can try. Do I advise it? No. But then again, as we know, this isn't financial advice anyway. This is a long-term investment. And I think now this is what's going to prove it. And this is what I'm saying about how it's now doing even far better than I expected. I really, you know, I was already chuffed of how amazing this thing was working. And of course, we were all chuffed because we were riding that pump up. But now that we've seen the other end of it, now we've seen, you know, a sell-off that's been quite substantial, as you can see here, right? We're now seeing exactly how amazing and how solid this smart contract has been. Now, forget the fact, although it's worth everything, let's just put to the side the fact that this thing's been going on for 2 years. Let's just put aside the fact that Sonny, the developer who's created this is his baby, is the most dedicated and hardworking developer I've ever seen or known of, okay, in the crypto space. Let's put aside the fact that the community behind this is so strong. Putting all of those things aside, if we were to just look at this as a standalone contract as to what it's actually supposed to do, how it interacts with you, and how you earn from this thing, it's doing it amazingly well. So let me give you an example, guys. The last screenshot I took, okay, in fact, let's go back a little bit. Let's go back to day 22 for me, okay, which was on the 4th of July, only 3 days ago. And we had the slight little sell-off here. I was up 50 Ethereum in my gold tokens, and I was at 5.4 in my total dividends. So altogether, let's just round it up, 55 Ethereum, okay? We now look at where we are here and where we are today. I've got 40 Ethereum's worth of gold tokens, but 8.82 Ethereum's in total dividends. Now, some of you, especially the noobs out there and the newbies, and I can completely understand it, guys. We've all been there. We've all been newbies once, right? We've all tried to understand, and try, it can be a lot to take on and understand. A lot of you might be asking and saying, well, hold on a minute. You're up 50 ETH here. You've lost 10 ETH, which is well over $1,000. Yes. Okay, and I get that. And I think that's what a lot of you guys are really focusing on. You're focusing on this top number. You have to understand, guys, this number up here, this is the amount of gold tokens you've got. This amount does not change. It does not go up. It doesn't go down, unless you, of course, buy or sell some more, right? So my amount of gold tokens will not change. This is a long-term play for me. So I'm not bothered with this fluctuation. Yes, okay, 10 ETH has gone out of this, but let's just kind of look at the flip side. I was at, what did we say I was at? Let's have a look at that image again. 5.4 Ethereum in dividends. I'm now at 8.8. 3.4 or so Ethereum up on total dividends. Why does that matter more to me than the minus 10 Ethereum here? I'll tell you why. Because this, my friends, this is the free money that you're generating. This is what matters. This is what I want to increase and increase and increase. Okay? This number is going to fluctuate. It is going to go up and it is going to go down depending on how heavy and how many Ethereum's in the contract, or how many is being taken out of the contract. This is always going to fluctuate. I'm not going to focus on this. Oh, as we can see, it's just gone up. And that's because someone's just bought in, okay? And this is what this contract is supposed to do. We want this fluctuation. Yes, okay, it's all well and good that this goes up, 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 up. But if you're just to rely on this and it was just to go down, 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 and you're not even thinking about dividends, you're going to have a bloody heart attack. So guys, just fucking relax. Honestly, I don't mean that in any derogative way whatsoever. I hope you can hear that humbleness in my sayings with that. Okay, I know I tend to swear a bit. Okay, that's just how I express myself. But just fucking relax. This is the number that you want to be interested in, because this is the number that is growing for you, not this. Okay, this is just the amount of Ethereum's worth of gold tokens you have. All right, you've got to think of it like this. All right, the Ethereum that you've put in here. So for me, for example, I've invested 35 Ethereum into this. I am staking that into this contract. Okay, and it's working for me because it's making me dividends. This is my ultimate goal, to make dividends. And for that to happen, sometimes the value, right, of this is going to go up and it's going to go down, but you can't worry about that. The system, again, is about generating those dividends. I want the fluctuations. Over time, it's going to keep going up and down, and I'm going to keep earning dividends. That's the whole point. And guys, if you are here for the long term, which is the exact reason why you should be in this, and I've been saying this from day one, at some point, this is going to start rocketing up again. So let's say we start having a second pump, a second wave up. This goes up to 50. Okay, that's great. But I'm not going to be as concerned about that as about this number, because I've created so many more dividends from this number going down and people selling, and then going back up again and people selling. All right. So at some point, guys, when I am able to have around 70 ETH in here, okay, which was my original goal, to double my investment amount, I can pull that amount out, okay, into dividends and keep it there, because again, remember, this is the beautiful number here, right? Or I can withdraw it, or I can reinvest some of it, or whatever. And the rest of it is just free money, generating free money, okay? This is what's the beautiful thing. And the other thing that you've got to understand is the lower this number is, okay, now Sonny, Craig, any of the other guys as well, please correct me if I'm wrong, because, it has been a very long day for me. But the lower this number goes, right, you got to remember, all right, first of all, when people sell their tokens, so if I was to sell 3,000 tokens right now, those 3,000 tokens don't get thrown back into this contract, all right, and distributed. They get burnt. And when they're burnt and they're gone out of the system, they're done. That means there's a bigger slice of the pie that everyone's going to share when it comes to dividends, which means you're going to get more dividends the lower this number goes, right? Now, of course, on the upside, the higher this number goes, your dividends will get a smaller share of the pie. You're still going to get dividends, but then your ETH amount of gold token is going to increase. So can you see, guys, this is a win-win. And as long as you stick this out, as long as you've got strong hands and you hold all the way through this, you're not going to have any problems. Okay, you're going to be flying. And you've got to just understand, again, I'm just going to keep saying it. This number is what's important to you guys. This number. I'm going to say something a little bit profound now. God knows what was in my tea a minute ago. This is your vanity. This is your sanity. Let me say it again. This is your vanity. This is your sanity. All right. This is what's going to keep you sane. This is what is the most important number for you, right? To keep growing this. This is going to go up and down. It's going to fluctuate with the contract, which is exactly what this contract was made to do. So that's how I'm going to kind of wrap this element of Ethereum Gold up, right? I just really wanted to address this just because I've seen a lot of comments on my YouTube videos, and guys, please keep throwing them at me. I love the fact that you guys ask questions, even if you're trying to put me in awkward positions. I don't care. I love answering them. So yeah, throw your questions at me or your comments. Be nice, be arseholes, whatever you want. I don't care. But just I love the interaction. It's great. And actually, stemming from that, I did have a question from Doozy Blues. I'm not going to find it now, but his question was, how can a noob possibly lose money in this? Well, I'll tell you exactly, Doozy Blues, because I did promise you I was going to answer this in the next video. Say you bought in when this contract was almost at 18,000. You bought 10 Ethereum and you've only got 8 Ethereum in there, and you need to make those fees back. But suddenly, as we just had, someone pulls out their ETH and we go down to this figure. Your top number is going to be even less, and you're not going to have accrued many dividends just yet. Okay, remember, just yet. If you were to just bail and just put everything out thinking, oh, I don't want to lose it all, that is exactly how a noob can possibly lose his money. So guys, to summarize from that, if you've gone into this, especially for the guys that have gone into this recently over the last week or so, don't worry, don't panic. It's good times ahead. You've got to just believe in the system. It's a very simple concept, this whole thing, all right? I think we always like to overcomplicate the situations when a spanner comes in the works. Now, this isn't a spanner. This contract going down, where's my bloody mouse? Right, this contract number, this amount of Ethereum in the contract going down isn't the spanner in the works, because, well, this is exactly what we live for, right? To collect dividends on the way up and on the way down. The spanner in the works is in your brain, guys, right? You're expecting this to just keep pumping, as you saw, and you got used to it pumping, and you just jumped in. And like I always said, I don't believe it's ever a bad time to get into this. And now it's going the other way. So just don't. All right, so I'm going to leave that there. So Ethereum Gold, what else has been going on with Ethereum Gold? Apart from it's working exactly as it should. So that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, the update here with this for me is I'm loving it. My divs are up. Okay, this is the whole purpose of what we're looking to do. For some of you that have not hit your core number yet, so for example, if I'd put 35 ETH into here and it was at 25 or 26 or lower than 35 basically on this number, I could get my dividends and I could buy back in. And you're buying back in at a cheaper price. Yes, it could still go a bit lower, but then it could also pump up. The idea is that you're going to be increasing your tokens. All right, the more tokens you've got, the bigger share of the pie you're going to get. So that's that. Everything else on this thing is working as it should. It's still, as I keep saying, the safest thing, in my opinion, guys. Don't sit there and say, oh, well, actually this and actually that. I couldn't give a rat's ass, to be honest, in what you think. But in my humble opinion, this is the safest thing in crypto right now. Okay. Not things like this, okay? I'm still completely hesitant with this, okay? Still not verified. I know they're putting updates on their Telegram stuff and everything else, but until I see that this is fully verified and audited, that's when I'm going to start giving this some attention. But I'm just not right now, okay? It's just not safe, in my opinion, okay? This is the safest thing to put your crypto in. It's as simple as that, okay? That's what I believe. Even something like this, and this is something that I put up this morning. I did a video on this, and I know there's probably going to be a few words from people in the community and stuff that I'm talking about this, and I just want to make it very, very clear, guys. Yes, I've gone into this. Yes, it's working well for me. Yes, I diversified my investments, but it's simply just that, guys. There's no I'm not trying to be disloyal to one and disloyal to the other. I just have a certain amount of my money every month that I like to put as investments, and this was just one I wanted to take a punt at. But I just want to make it clear, this has nothing to do with this, okay? In fact, this is nowhere near as safe or as credible as this. This fucking is. This I'll put my name on all day long, all right? This was just me taking a chance, right? That's all it is, taking a risk. on a, let's face it, a hype. Okay, so far it's doing what it's doing. It's paying, but with these things, it pays until it doesn't. So, you know, I'm going to try and get my ROI on this, and anything else after that is happy days. But this is not a smart contract. This is not a DAPP. This is not secure. Okay, this is not something you want to look at as a long-term investment in the slightest. I do not compare the two at all. I'm still 100% Ethereum Gold. I'm still 100% behind this. This is, for me, right now, my favorite thing in the space. And that's about it, guys. I think I've kind of covered everything. This thing is doing what it's doing. It's doing what it should. It has far surpassed my expectations. This was just such a great example of it. Okay, it's done exactly what it's been written for. It's done exactly what it's been built for, and I'm absolutely loving it. If you've got any other questions or any comments that you'd like to put out, please do that below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. I really do appreciate it. You know, it takes you a very minimal amount of work to just click that like or click that subscribe button, but for me, I honestly can say it means the fucking world. Okay, it's amazing the amount of support I'm getting on here, and yeah, I really thank you guys for that. So other than that, until the next one, guys, keep getting that cheddar, keep working, keep doing your shit, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.